Chill, G, I got this. Salutations, my melanin brothers and sisters. Huh? Oh, you can't say that? Really? Melanin? That's a no? Oh, shit. Greetings to my righteous brothers and sisters. This is episode 3 of the most illustrious, amazing, new underrated gorilla podcast ever. I promise that this episode is much more lighter than... Sure.
Fine, got the little bitch up out of here. You know what the fuck going on. Big Daddy, not the little one. You are tuned in to the amazing, most new, brand spanking new podcast on the planet. Xavier, my God, my dog, my twin. Big on vibes he be giving. Don't leave your mother, grandmother, auntie, sister. Oh shit.
Yo, what is going on in here? Damien, did you just beat up my conscience, bro? Yo, where did you get the bat
Don't
from?
worry about the beat. You want me to free the beast on the side of your head? Fuck ass niggas.
Hey, man, you got it, my G. Ain't no need for all the hostility.
Exactly.
We brothers, my brother.
Right? We brothers, right? But you really know who run this podcast, who truly is the dollar in us. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, fuck this intro, man. Throw the beat on. Fucking, let me go acapella. You know what? Fuck it. I'm not even going to waste my lyrics on it. Just throw the fucking song on.
Check it, came to wreck shit. Knew how to see what's gonna play out before I sketch it. Techniques been vested.
Yo.
Codes embedded in this game forever.
Good morning. Good morning. It is 3:09, Sunday, July 5th. I was about to say January. What I meant to say was July. I hope everybody had a good 250th day, I guess. Today was crazy. I had to work earlier today, this evening. And we took 30 minutes off of work to look at some weak-ass fireworks. Honestly, I kind of miss living in Charlotte because, like, the fireworks are much better. Much better. It's, I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I think it's I don't know, man. People just be going, setting up shop just for some weak ass fucking fireworks, man. And then at the end, like, they waited till the end of the show to bring out like the baddest, biggest shit that they had. And I was like, bro, what? You should have stopped saving that shit for last, bro. You should have put that should have been the first. Should have been in the first rotation, and then all the whack stuff should have been afterwards, man. But I guess it was cool. Wasn't too much. I didn't do too much. I mean, I don't know. As a black man, I don't really celebrate too much festivities when it comes to the 4th of July and stuff. I don't want to sound too pro-black or anything, but you know how I rock. Most people know how I rock. But anyway, I hope everybody had a really good 4th of July. Hope you guys stayed warm. Not warm, because it was way past warm. Hope you guys stayed cool. Ate as much as you could, I don't know. Too much stuff. I mean, I'm going to try to keep this short and sweet because, try to at least make it under 30 minutes tonight, just for people to digest it. And then once, I start getting more and more into the visual part of the podcast, then I'll do more hour-long stuff. But I think I'm going to do a two-parter. Today's just specifically going to be for superhero lore. Superhero lore is, just comic book stuff. I mean, I'm not going to get too much into it, but we're going to just really dive into the movie stuff, the movie parts of it. But we're going to also talk about, gonna have the Black Thoughts segment also, just for what transpired a couple of days ago in North Lauderdale, Florida. And then we're gonna do an inspirational poem, and then you know, round it out. All right. So let's start. Matter of fact, I need to look at my notebook because I got all this stuff all written down and everything. Try to be all professional. You guys can get tired of me riffing it on on the whim. You can be like, bro, calm down, G. Like, we just barely getting it in, G. I was going to unveil the title of the podcast today, but I don't know. I may just wait until the visual site comes, and then you guys see when I do the whole overhaul and everything. So, all right, we're gonna jump right into, my what I live and breathe for as a kid, what I collected because of my mom, and now as a grown man, spending my money to, sit in the seat for like 2 hours to appease my imagination. Superhero stuff, specifically MCU. We're gonna touch base on the Marvel Cinematic Universe a little bit. I'm gonna jump right in, and we're gonna talk about the most anticipated film that's coming out later this month, which is Spider-Man Brand New Day. I don't know about you guys, but for me, Spider-Man has been a huge staple in my life, even as a kid. Aside from like the reading comics, and also like the animated series that was the bee's knees on Fox Kids on every Saturday. Spider-Man really just kind of like I attached myself to him because I saw him as, so he's he's a little younger, he's kind of balancing things. Like at the point, I was still a kid when I was introduced as Spider-Man, but still it was like the youth aspect that drew me to him. I mean, granted, like I was drawn to a lot of other characters, specifically X-Men. I love X-Men. Not so much because of my name, and I know a lot of people give me crap about that, but side note, when my mom had me, she was, just thinking of a name. I think there was a basketball game that was on, and then like I think somebody had a comic book somewhere and they just heard the name Xavier, and she was like, that's it, that's him. And from there, that was it, that was me. But anyway, but just comic books really was my escapism, like, as a kid, because I was a social misfit. I mean, for those who know me, they may see me as a social butterfly now. Like, I am very talkative, I'm very social, but as a kid, as a jit, I was scared. I was scared just to talk to people. It wasn't really just, like, I was afraid of what people would think about me if I said anything. It was just more anxiety. I think it was that, and then just my dad wasn't really around to, like, kind of, like, he was around, but he wasn't as much. Like, he wasn't emotionally there to be, to help me in those times. But my mom, a saint, God rest her soul, she knew what I was into, and she pushed me towards that. She was like, oh, I see this is your thing, you like this, I'm going to make sure that I give you as much access to this particular thing, so that maybe could, like, open up some other, dreams, aspirations that you have, just as a kid. And my mom knew that, she saw that, and I was forever indebted and to her because of that, because she was the first person that saw that. All right. But I digress. All right, so the synopsis of Spider-Man Brand New Day pretty much is, if you guys haven't seen No Way Home, Pretty much, Peter Parker is no more. Essentially, no one knows who he truly is. They only really know his alter ego, which is Spider-Man. He is alone more than he has ever been since losing Aunt May and No Way Home. Now, this time, the world still does not remember him, equipped with just his ingenuity and intelligence. He puts all of his energy into being Spider-Man. Though the insurmountable stress he obviously is under basically mutates him, all while attempting to uncover clues set by mysterious figures in play. Case in point, Tombstone. Apparently, there's been rumors that Tombstone is like orchestrating his little Sinister Six with Scorpion and Boomerang and Tarantula, and also the Hand. The Punisher. This is going to be the first time that we see John Berthenol's The Punisher on screen, like the hardcore, rough, rugged Punisher. But based on what Tom Holland said on one of his interviews, the way that they play into Frank's tough exterior against Peter Parker's characters, that, you know, Spider-Man does, you know, thwarps his mouth with some web, and every time that he gets to that point where he's about to curse. Also, the short film, The Punisher One Last Kill, which in my opinion was by far the best. I mean, I haven't seen the first two Punishers, but I've read the comics, and like, I've always been tied to comics. Just like with books. I mean, once I've gotten a feel of something in a physical format, i.e. comics, then I kind of expect for that to kind of translate on screen. But for this outing for the Punisher, John did his thug thizzle for sure. 10 out of 10. Also, that is supposed to tie in really to like Daredevil, Born Again, and also Spider-Man. So it's going to be dope to kind of see where Frank was after like the last particular scene in his short film. And then also Sadie Sink. People don't know. People are still kind of they're still trying to figure out who her role is in the film. A lot of people are saying, pointing to Jean Grey, even though a lot of people are saying if they go straight mutants in this way, it's gonna water down Spider-Man's legacy in a sense. But I don't think that. I don't honestly think that. I think that if anything, if this is leading towards Doomsday and Secret Wars, and if Tom is gonna have, or the MCU version of Spider-Man is going to have a larger role in Secret Wars, then I feel this would be a no-brainer to kind of bring into the mutants. I mean, you've already introduced the multiverse in several films and TV shows, but why not, why not talk about, why not introduce the mutants now? Like, this is a perfect time. But who am I? I'm not a producer, or I don't work for Marvel. I'm just a fan through and through. So I'm sure there's a lot of people who'll be like, no, she can't be Jean Grey. I don't care. Veins popping out of my forehead. No females. Don't mess up Spider-Man. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's the thing. Like, I'm never that type of guy. I'm the most cool, laid back comic book fanatic ever. Like, I'm not really the one to be like, get my titties in a bunch just so somebody may got something wrong about like a particular character or something like that. Or I'm really not going that hard, on Marvel movies. This is, again, like I said before, this is escapism. Like, we come to the movie theaters to escape from, the shittiness of the world. I'm sorry, I stuttered and everything, but like I said, give me some time, I'm gonna get better. But yeah, I mean, which begs the question as to why people claim that there is superhero fatigue. Now, what is superhero fatigue? Most people, or most critics, would say that the industry has been heavily populated with superhero films, whether it be from Marvel or from DC, or it could be an offshoot from like Vertigo or Dark Horse, like Hellboy and stuff. And throughout the years, a lot of people, especially a lot of critics, panned a lot of the Marvel films. And honestly, who cares, man? Who cares if it's CGI heavy? Who cares if there's a bunch of aliens? Who cares? Who cares if it's a female-driven movie? Like, I don't see the fatigue. If there's any fatigue, then there should be a fatigue for, like, Academy Award fucking films. Like, why do we have to watch these specific films so they could be selected to the Academy Awards? And most of them films be whack. Like, granted, the few recent ones that I've seen, with the exception of Marty Supreme, that movie was trash. Trash all around. The guy was a scumbag, huge dirtbag. I don't see why people like just loved that movie or like had so much hype behind it. But it really wasn't that. It wasn't gas. It was mid. It was whack. It was Babbage. It was Fred. It was Boof at the most. But anyway, yeah, man, it's bad that superhero films get so much bad rep or bad PR, or just bad representation, because comic books are so inclusive but expensive. Like, there's always a niche character or even a run that people could gravitate to. It doesn't necessarily have to be the entire, legacy of that specific character, but you can always jump in and out at any given time. And then sometimes you can always go back to the older comics and kind of, refresh your memory. But there's always a nice place to jump in. And I feel like a lot of, especially now, like people want to escape, but they want to control how they want to escape. You know what I'm saying? Most people would escape and go to the club and shake their booties, and post it on Snapchat, which is cool. Most people would smoke weed or go to San Francisco or Colorado to partake in the weed. Most people, have sex with money. Who am I? Who am I to judge? It's all a part of escapism, but just for people who claim that they love comic books, who are diehard fans, to shit on any specific film that comes out that may not be to their liking, it's crazy. Because honestly, from 21 to now in the box office, there's been, I would say, top 5 movies within that span that grossed from 1 billion to like over almost 1 million. Well, not even almost 1 million, almost 1 billion. All of them are like ranging from that. So they all kind of made over their production budget. And their production budget, from Black Widow all the way to Fantastic Four, ranged from $180 $80 million to $270 million. And they, with the exception of the Marvels, which they made a loss of about $264 million. You know, there was off about $64 million pretty much for the Marvels. But anyway, like all of them, every movie that most of the critics pan, with the exception of Spider-Man No Way Home, Shang-Chi, Black Panther, Guardians of the Galaxy 3, Deadpool and Wolverine, Thunderbolts, and Fantastic Four, like they all made their money back in some form or fashion. And then to be honest, The Marvels is a really great fucking movie. I think they underutilized Kamala. Also, they underutilized Monica, and they underutilized Carol a lot. They underutilized both, all three of those characters, man. And I think we need to see more of them coming up, like whether Kamala gets her young Avengers moment or Carol gets some more adventures, because I feel like you can't do away with these characters. Like, you've introduced them, they've made an impression on most people, and now you know what you're gonna do with them. You know, I want to see Carol Danvers travel across the space to, you know, fight intergalactic, you know, empires. I want to see Monica, you know, hone into her powers as Photon. My bad. And I want to see Kamala, you know, ran into her Young Avengers mode and stuff. I mean, granted, I wish that she stretched like in the comic books, but, you know, that's my only thing, you know. I feel like, I guess most people would say, yo, why is she growing like so tall and stuff, like rubber? It's weird. Then we got Mr. Fantastic. And to which I say, go fuck yourself, because, you know, read the comic books, you dick. I'm sorry, Keena. Shout out to my sister. I'm sorry. I know I shouldn't be cursing so much. I mean, I'm well into the episode, so whatever. What else? We talked about the production budgets. We talked about, you know, that. I think it's the problem. I feel like it's really female-led, female-directed superhero films. A lot of people have issues with. Most recently with Supergirl. A lot of people paying Supergirl. But in my opinion, Supergirl was really, really good. Like, it touched based on, it had some elements in Woman of Tomorrow, which is a graphic novel that they based the movie on. But also, Millie Alcock, she was great. She was a great Kara. Like, she embodied the jadedness of Kara L. Like, I could not be any more happier. Sorry, I had to get something to drink. A little parch. But yeah, man, it's just, I don't get it. Like, you want your women to, like, you know, cook your food and stuff, but you don't want them to direct the movie, or you don't want them to wear tights and save the world. It's just like you don't want them to run for office, but it's like they're the most capable and competent and effective for the job. So I don't know. It's stupid. People are stupid. Men are stupid. Men got little dick energy when they talk about women like that. Like, I don't want to watch Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman. Why do I have to feel about feminism? Blah, blah, blah. I don't like my women that loves herself. I like them barefooted, pregnant. Like, come on, bro. Like, my nigga, like, this is 1920s. Chill out. Like, be also for real. All right, my bad. I'm sorry for ranting. So we're going to get down to Black Thoughts. Now, this particular story I've read about on Facebook, but you know how Facebook motherfuckers, you know how people post on Facebook. You know, they have their own skewed, weird way of recording stories and stuff. So I had to go and research the information myself. Now, there was an altercation, or let's just say an incident in North Lauderdale, Florida, where there was a 60-year-old veteran who was unalived in the Walmart parking lot. See, most people, like most of the what is the word, man? Most of the captions read like 62-year-old veteran shot and killed, but they don't really talk so much about like what he did, because there's video proof of him like acting as the aggressor. Like, he came up to her. He initially walked to her after getting out of his car, starting stuff, and then he walked away. But then he came back with some other shit, and she all the while was like, "Yo, walk away, man. Leave me alone. Like, you doing too much. You're being too aggressive." She went to the whip. She pulled out the blicky and she was like, "Walk away, Brody." She had the phone in her hand and the blicky in the other. She was like, "My man's, I'm about to say you about to push up some daisies, bro. If you don't step away." And Brody didn't answer. He didn't take no for answers, man. And it's like, bro, look, what do you think was gonna happen? You're not gonna accost and harass a black woman, or just a woman at that, and don't expect that you either get your ass beat, pepper sprayed, balls mutilated, or shot, bro. Like, one of those variations are gonna happen. So now, once she shoots him, he's like, "Ooh," and then fucking sits down and be like, "Oh man, I'm shot," until the ambulance comes and gets him. And, she's talking to the detectives, talking to the police, saying, "Hell, this is self-defense. He came to me. I don't, you guys know about the stand your ground law here. I just want you to know I'm safe. He came to me. I ain't addressed this dude. He came to me." And then all of that, they still arrested her. That's crazy. How is it when a black woman who defends herself is deemed more dangerous than a white man or a white woman that knew better, but when they do some heinous shit, it's excusable? Like, it's always like a pity party for the opposite. It's never for us. We're always the aggressor. We're always inherently evil. We're always inherently dangerous. It's so frustrating. I hope that she doesn't get any time. I hope that they let her free. You know what I'm saying? Give her that self-defense, man. Like, because it's crazy. Like, even in this time, like after what happened to Cyrus, even what happened to Carmelo Anthony with a K, YouTube. When y'all do these subtitles, it's not Carmelo with a C, it's Carmelo with a K. You gotta get this correct, all right? But anyway, like, when it comes down to us, man, I want us to be protected. Bump all that, man. Like, if you see somebody coming at you very aggressively and you try calmly to talk it through, and it's still being aggressive, especially in Florida, keep that blicky on you for sure. Like, there's no need to not have that on you, on your person, especially in Florida, because just I don't know, man. It's just crazy. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It was a text message I got. It was nuts. Y'all can't see that, but I can. But yeah, it's just, stay equipped, stay strapped. Please stay strapped. You know what I'm saying? I need y'all to like get up, get to where y'all going, get to the destination where y'all going, get up out of there, get to the crib safely, because these mofos ain't playing, man. They playing for keeps, and for keeps, they're playing with lives. You know what I'm saying? And now, what we're gonna do is end this episode out with an inspirational poem. All right, so let's see. Let's get out of here. My bad, dog. Y'all know how I'm running. You know how I move. I'm just doing too much. But let me go ahead and look this up. Alright. I bet. So, this is Mother to Son by Langston Hughes. Well, I'm just going to switch it up. And I'm going to dedicate this to my 9-year-old daughter, Layla Janae Walker. The OG Kaylani, but, we're not going to talk about that. So, it's father to daughter. Well, daughter, I'll tell you, life for me ain't been no crystal stair. It's had tacks in it, and splinters, and boards torn up, and places where no carpet on the floor. Bare. But all the time, I's been climbing on, and reaching ladders, and turning corners, and sometimes going in the dark where there ain't been no light. So, baby, don't you turn back. Don't you sit down on those steps, 'cause you finds it's kinda hard. Don't you fall now, for I's still going, honey. I's still climbing, and life for me ain't been no crystal stair. Layla, I love you. You already know how I rock with you. I'm your daddy. Like, I've made countless of songs about you since you've been born. I dedicate everything to you. If you hear this, if your mom even lets you hear this at any point, I'm sorry for the cursing. I'm so sorry. But when you get to this, just, know that I love you. I'm still here for you. I'm always going to be for you. I'll be here for you every single step of the way. I love you from the bottom of my heart. All right. I don't have no shout outs for today or tonight. Like I said, I'm going to just keep it short and sweet. Next episode, we're going to dive more into the DC side of it. And I'm going to talk more about my disdain for DC. I mean, I love DC as a whole, but they've been really fumbling the ball as of late. I mean, up until James Gunn coming in and opening up shop. So, y'all have a good night. Have a good Sunday. Stay cool. Drink plenty of water, please. Don't be stepping outside in the heat. Yo, it's 92 going on 250 degrees outside. Drink plenty of water. Stay hydrated. Stay alert. Stay woke to my black brothers and sisters and my brown brothers and sisters. Fuck Trump. You already know how I'm rocking. Y'all know this is how it's gonna be every time I end an episode. Straight up, fuck Trump, fuck Putin, fuck Netanyahu, free Congo, free Sudan, free Libya, free Lebanon, free Gaza, free Palestine, free Venezuela, free Puerto Rico, free Haiti, Black Lives Matter, full force forever, ever. R.I.P. Nipsey, R.I.P. my mom, Miss Lynn. Shit, yeah, man. Oh yeah, fuck Trump. One more time. Suck my dick from the back, Trump. When I catch you on the streets, I'm gonna Stone Cold Stunner you. I'm taking that fox wig off of your head and I'm wiping my butt with it and I'm putting it back on your head. Anyway, that was a ghost. But anyway, y'all have a good night. I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one. Peace.
Of a lion. Tonight I celebrate my wins with people pricing. Win a battle with me, it's best you keep trying. Try to tell some of y'all, rap was never hard for me. Rappers y'all think hard, it's hella garbage to me. Niggas got the audacity, nerve, the gumptions to make wild accusations and assumptions like they don't have bars in abundance, or he can't go back in the dungeon. Give you a raw song to leave damage like a bludgeon. Don't fuck with him.